All right, so I wanted to do a little demonstration of how to compare two arrays by doing a kind of Konami Code demo. So the Konami Code was basically, I think it was popularized in like video games. I can't remember the first game it was used in. But anyway, you enter this code onto your keypad, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. And if you do that, you get a secret is unlocked, or you get unlimited lives, or something like that. Now, a fun example of this, actually, I have to remember this, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. When Canada released the new $10 bill, the programmers who made this website added a secret Konami code. So if I enter the Konami code, hold on, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. Okay, here I go. So up, down, left, right, BA. Hopefully you can hear that. So by doing the Konami code, it plays "Oh Canada," and you get these falling $10 bills. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to implement something like that. Okay, I'm going to close this now. All right, we're going to implement something like that, where we're just going to enter a certain code. I don't know if we'll do this entire code because it's a little long, but we'll just enter a code into the browser, and then we'll just do like an alert box show up and say, hooray, you did it. Okay, so to do that, I just have some code here. I created this keys variable because we're going to need to store the keys that are pressed in order to check what they are. And I added an event listener, so when the key is pressed down, we run this function, and I'm just right now console.logging the key. So for example, if I write, if I'm pressing letters, it gives me the actual key representation. And I think what we'll do is if I write code, that'll be our special key, right? If someone is on the screen and they type CODE, that'll be our key that'll unlock the alert box. Okay, so what I want to do here is this e.key is basically what I want to add into my array, right? So we'll go keys.push e.key, and then just to test that this is working, we'll console.log the array keys. Okay, so CODE. Perfect, right? Every time I press a key, it adds it to the end of the array. And if I were to keep typing, hello, this is cool code. All right. Now, obviously, if I want to check if my array is the word code, I only want my array to store 4 letters. I don't want it to get longer like this, right? The old letters should get replaced. So I have to think about this. What happens again? So if we refresh this, if I type, refresh this. If I type CODE, when I add a new letter, G let's say, what I'd like to have happen is I want to add this, but then I want to remove this first one here. So we're going to need to use splice at position 0, I think is what we want to do. But I only want to remove, right at the beginning, I didn't want to remove anything. I only want to remove if the length of the array becomes 5. Then I'm like, oh no, that's too big. We got to keep it at 4. So let's do that here. We're going to push to the key, and then let's add some comments. So add a key to keys array, and then cap length of keys at 4. So if keys.length is greater than 4, then I want to go keys.splice at position 0, and I want to remove one thing. Right, so splice will remove add a position and then however many elements you want, so we just want to remove 1. Yeah, I think that should work. And we're printing it out to test it. So now if I go CODE and I type a new letter, yeah, cool. Okay, so we can type our sequence of letters and it's always going to stay 4. So hello, whoa, I did backspace, cool. And that weird refresh thing. All right, so this is cool code. All right, so cool. I can keep typing things, and as soon as I write code, I want to be able to check. Each time I add a key, I want to check, does it equal this? So to remember, when we want to compare arrays, we need to convert them to strings to compare. Because if I did something like this, check for code, and I said if keys is equal to CODE, this would not work, right? It will alert you entered the special code. And else, I'll just do a console.log. Nope. All right, let's try that. So C, nope. O, D, E, and it didn't equal, right? So it's not working. And that's because what I need to do is let's go json.stringify. We'll convert our keys to a string, and then we'll also convert this array into a string. So when we do this checking for equality, it's going to compare two strings. And they should be the same string because they have the same data. So I'm going to get rid of the note for now. Let's see if this works. And actually, let's console.log keys before we check for the code. Okay, so just entering words. This is fun, great code. Haha, there it is. Okay, not as exciting as O Canada playing and $10 bills falling from the sky, but it worked, right? You entered the special code. And now when I, oops, I'm in the wrong spot. Type here, HELLO, CODE. Ta-da! Enter the special code. Okay, anyway, that's just a little example. What's kind of neat about this way of adding and removing, if you ever want to try to build a snake game, this is actually really important on how to move the snake. You add a new head and you remove the tail. You add a new head and you remove the tail. So this is the same kind of mechanism. So we could do like a, right, we're adding new heads and then we're going to lose a tail based on our direction that we're going. Okay. Anyway, that was my little demo. Kind of cool, this idea of adding to the array and then removing something if the length gets too big. And then, of course, that comparison using Stringify. All right, hope that made sense. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.